This is your daily upgrade with John Parker. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen. Today we're going to make a quick fix steak. It's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes to prepare, but the flavor is going to be unmatched. Now, it's going to be unmatched because I'm going to sear the outside, finishing it off in the oven at about 400 degrees. What that's going to do, it's going to create a nice crust on the outside, but conceal and flavor. All that juice is going to be on the inside. Okay, we're going to leave it for about 5 minutes after it's done cooking so the juices really begin to flow around. Alright, let me show you how it's done. We have a couple tools we're going to use today. I like to start off with a cast iron pan. I love this thing. It's been in my family for about 20 years. The flavor is incredible on it. You can use any type of pan that's going to be safe to put in the oven after we use it on the stovetop. Next, we have our cut of beef. Now this is grass-fed organic beef. It has a very high concentration of CLA, that stands for conjugated linoleic acid. What this does is it actually promotes fat loss, especially around the belly, while providing a ton of protein. In addition, this beef is so healthy because it can actually control the ratio of HDL to LDL. That's our total cholesterol there. We want those things equal. It doesn't really happen today, unfortunately, so this is going to help us regulate it out. Next up, we have some koshering salt. I put some koshering salt right on top. It's going to help form the crust of the steak. Next up, organic smoked peppercorn blend. I love this stuff, great flavor. That's in addition to the salt. Now we're going to use coconut oil for our cooking. I love coconut oil. It can withstand very high temperatures while you use it. Plus it has a great flavor. We'll use about a half a tablespoon of this inside of our pan. Alright, the oven just finished heating up. It's at 400 degrees right now. I turned on my stove. The great thing is we can cook an amazing steak indoors, really by controlling the heat. I can feel it starting to get a little bit hotter. I'm going to add that half a tablespoon of coconut oil into the pan here. Now we're just going to wait for it to melt. Alright, now that it's nice and hot, we are going to add the steak onto the hot pan. So I'm going to use some tongs just to protect myself. Here we go. You should hear a nice sizzle. 2 minutes. Alright, it has been 2 minutes here. On each side, we have a nice crust forming. I'm going to grab this guy, stick it right into the oven. Here we go, make sure not to burn yourself. In about 6 minutes total, inside the oven, we're going to pull it out and see how it looks. Ah, looks great. Alright, we are back in action. I'm going to let this guy cool down for about 5 minutes, really make sure the juices are circulating within the meat. I'm not going to touch it, I'm just going to leave it here on the plate. In the meantime, I am heating up some quinoa I made the other night. I love quinoa, I eat it by the boatload, seriously. Some broccoli I just steamed. That's going to be my meal, put it all together. My mouth is watering waiting to eat this steak. I still have about 4 minutes left to go before I can dig into this thing. I'm going to combine it with that quinoa and the broccoli that I just showed you. This is super easy. If you want to impress your friends, get a nice quality cut of beef. That's step number one, always for flavor. I just have salt and pepper on this. I really want to taste the meat. I seared it for about 2 minutes on each side, just based on the thickness. This is about 1.5 inches thick. That developed a nice crust. I finished it off in a 400 degree oven, and we spent about 6 total minutes in there. And it appears to be the exact temperature and texture that I want. I'll give you one more quick trick. If you want to make a rare steak, you're going to put your hand like this. In this little section of your hand, I want you to feel how that feels. Now, if your steak feels like that, it's going to be rare. Next step, we're going to go medium rare, a little bit harder. And this is going to be well done, and this is going to be completely cooked, okay? So I like mine about rare, medium rare. I'm going to leave it about right here, all right? This is your daily upgrade. I'm John Parker, and make a great steak.